What if the most sacred spiritual act isn't meditation or mantra, but embodiment? What if your ability to stay in your body when the fire of your life gets hot, when your heart is breaking, when the world misunderstands you, when your truth comes at a cost? What if that is your most profound offering? Welcome to this transmission where we dive into the legacy of Guru Arjan, the fifth Sikh Guru, and the living embodiment of the energy body 5, the physical body, the sacred warrior, and the master of endurance. Guru Arjan wasn't just a leader, he was a pillar of balance. He stood firm in the face of tyranny. He stayed grounded in grace, while under pressure that would have broken lesser men. And through his death, he became a living teacher, that we do not run from the fire, we become it. This is the lesson of Energy Body 5, the body as your temple, the breath as your anchor, the physical form not as limitations, but as an initiation. And in today's society where so many are disassociated, exhausted, or running on autopilot, reclaiming your body as sacred is an act of rebellion, of devotion, of remembering. This episode is not going to be soft, it's going to be honest, because to walk with Guru Arjan is to walk through fire with grace, to anchor love in the middle of injustice, and to hold your sacred posture, even when the world tries to collapse it. So if you're ready to stop abandoning yourself, to make peace with your body, and to embody the frequency of true spiritual power, then let's begin. If this is your first time here, tuning in, welcome. I'm Cherry, your spiritual life coach, numerologist, Lemurian guide, and sacred mirror for the parts of you that you've forgotten how to love. I'm here for the ones who feel like they've been carrying the world, but still feel unseen, for the ones who've been burnt out, betrayed, or abandoned, and are ready to transmute that pain into purpose. I work with those who know they're here for more, but who've been buried beneath trauma, people-pleasing, perfectionism, and spiritual bypassing. Together, we decode your numerology chart. We activate your 10 energy bodies. We rewire your nervous system through the growth method. And most of all, we remember your Lemurian soul, because you weren't made to conform. You were made to transmit. You weren't made to sacrifice your truth for love. You were made to embody the kind of love that is truth. And this isn't just a YouTube channel. This is a frequency, a soul activation, a portal. So if you're ready to stop outsourcing your power, if you're ready to meet your body as holy ground, if you're ready to lead from your full energetic alignment, you're in the right place. So let's get started. Who was Guru Arjan? Guru Arjan was the fifth guru in the Sikh lineage. He was a master of devotion, discipline, and embodiment. Guru Arjan was born on the 15th of April, 1563, and became the fifth guru on the 1st of September, 1581, succeeding his father, Guru Ramdas, at the age of 18. He was not just a spiritual teacher, he was a sacred architect of Sikhism itself. He compiled the Adi Granth, completing it in 1604 and formally installing it as the central Sikh script on the 1st of September 1604. But he wasn't just a scholar or a philosopher, he was a living, breathing example of how to walk the spiritual path while fully present in the world. He took the mystical and made it embodied. He took the divine love and made it practical. He also oversaw the construction of the Harmandari, known to many as the Golden Temple, a sanctuary that wasn't built to dominate, but to welcome all. It sits low, accessible from all sides, reflecting the humility that Guru Arjan embodied. But what most people remember is not just how he lived, but also how he died. Guru Arjan was tortured to death by the Mughal authorities for refusing to alter his teachings. For under orders from the emperor of the time, he endured extreme torture, sitting on hot iron plates with burning sand poured over him. But through it all, he did not resist, retaliate, or recant. He remained in a deep meditative state and attained martyrdom around the 30th of May, 1606, near the river Ravi. And here's what hits deep. He chose to die in alignment with truth rather than live in distortion. He stayed in his body, even as it was breaking. He stayed in his breath, even as it labored. He stayed in love, even as he was hated. This, beloved, is the spiritual teachings of the Energy Body 5 in its highest form. To anchor your light so deeply into your body that nothing can shake your truth. To use the body not as a cage, but as a chalice. To walk the earth, not to escape it, but to bless it with every sacred step. And if that sounds fierce, it's because it is. Guru Arjan's legacy is not for the spiritual performer. It is for those ready to embody devotion, even when it costs them everything. Let's now explore what Energy Body 5 really is and how it lives inside you today. Energy Body 5 is the physical body, and it's all about spiritual endurance. It's one of the first portals in the energy body system, number 10 being the second. Energy Body 5 is your physical body, but don't confuse that with vanity or fitness culture. This isn't about how your body looks, it's about how your body holds. This is your temple. This is the vessel that carries your soul's mission. This is your bridge between heaven and earth. When Energy Body 5 is strong and balanced, you feel grounded, resilient, present. You're not floating in your head or trapped in hypervigilance. You're here, in your breath, in your spine, in your power. But when this energy body is weak or distorted, you disassociate, you numb out, you bypass your body's signals in the name of higher vibes. You treat your body like a burden, not a blessing. And let's be real, so many of us have been trained to disconnect from our bodies, conditioned to override our needs, taught to spiritualize away our pain. But the path of real mastery begins in the body, not in the stars, not in the affirmations, and not in the third eye, in your body. This is why Energy Body 5 is so crucial, because it brings all your spiritual insight down into form. It asks you, can you hold your light, your truth, your purpose when the fire comes? Can you stay anchored when life shakes you? Can you love yourself when your nervous system is screaming? Can you listen to your body's wisdom when the world says push through? This energy body is the warrior, the protector, the anchor. It's the place where your soul lands. And if your soul has nowhere safe to land, no wonder you're exhausted. So let's strengthen it. Let's honor it. Let's reclaim your body as sacred ground. So what is the numerology of the number 5? Freedom, change, and grounded fire. Now let's weave into the frequency of the number 5, not just through the body, but through your soul's numerological blueprint. In numerology, 5 is the number of the sacred rebel. It's the explorer, the truth seeker, the one who cannot be caged. It dances with chaos. It thrives in movement. It learns through experience, not theory, not hearsay, but direct experience. 5 is here to master the dance between freedom and discipline, because without freedom, you suffocate, but without structure, you scatter. And this is the paradox that Guru Arjan lived. He lived in complete devotion, discipline, and spiritual commitment. But within it, he was radically free. He didn't conform to the rules of tyranny. He didn't cave to the political narratives of the day. He stayed free in his soul, even when his body was under attack. And that's what Energy Body 5 and the number 5 in numerology both teaches us. That real freedom isn't escape, it's embodiment. That real change doesn't come from chaos. It comes from courage, from courageous devotion to truth. When you have a 5 in your chart, especially as your life path, soul number, or gift number, you're being called to embody this, to move, to explore, to shake off other people's expectations. But to do so, you have to be anchored in integrity. And here's what that might look like. You feel caged in traditional systems or roles, and you're meant to build new ones. You crave new experiences, travel and change, but you're learning to ground that wanderlust into purposeful transformation. You're the kind of soul that learns through the body, dance, movement, sensuality, sport, or sacred physical rituals. That's not a distraction, that's your language. But if your 5 is in the shadow, you may avoid responsibility. You may chase freedom at the cost of your integrity. You may keep running from embodiment, because staying still forces you to feel what's unresolved. So here's the invitation. Stop running. Start remembering. Remember that your body isn't the cage. It's the compass. Remember that your freedom isn't out there, it's in here. Remember that Guru Arjan didn't fight power with violence. He dissolved it with stillness, with spiritual fire, with love. And if you have a 5 in your chart, you carry that same flame. Let it burn. So let's move on to Lemurian wisdom on sacred embodiment. Let's go a little bit deeper now into the ancient frequency of Lemuria, because the wisdom of the energy body 5 isn't new. It's ancient and it's encoded in your soul. In Lemuria, we didn't see the body as something to escape. There was no hierarchy between spirit and flesh. Your body was seen as a sacred frequency conductor, a crystalline vessel of light. You weren't taught to reject your pain. You were taught to listen to it. You weren't trained to override your instincts. You were trained to trust them. Embodiment wasn't a trend. It was a way of life. It was understood that your body was the meeting place of the earth and the stars, the altar through which spirit could become matter. Remember, we are spiritual beings here to have a human experience. We honor movement as medicine. We use sacred breath and dance to alchemize stuck energy. We work with physical rituals, not to perform, but to remember. And Guru Arjan's life is the clearest echo of that remembrance. He didn't bypass his body to attain higher consciousness. He anchored higher consciousness into his body, even as it was being broken. He made pain his holy. He made his breath his prayer. He made his endurance a portal for planetary healing. That's what Lemurian embodiment teaches us, that pain isn't punishment. The discomfort is actually data, that your body is not betraying you, it's communicating with you. So if you've been disassociating, if you've been numbing, escaping, shaming, or silencing your body, this is your sacred homecoming. Lemurian wisdom reminds us that your body is intelligent, that your cells hold memory, that your spine is a cosmic antenna, that every heartbeat is a frequency of divine creation. To embody is to remember is to return. To return is to reclaim the sacredness of being alive, fully, fiercely, unapologetically here. Let's now move into the energetic activation to help you anchor this remembrance into your own body, because wisdom is beautiful, but embodiment is what changes your life. So here is an energetic activation embodiment, the sacred flame. So find a quiet space, sit or lie down, somewhere your body can fully relax, and take a deep breath, intentional breath, in through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Let your eyes soften or completely close. Let your shoulders drop and melt away from your ears. Let your jaw unclench. Now bring your awareness to your spine. Visualize a golden light rising from the base, your root, up through your entire spinal column. As the light rises, it clears away distortion, fear, shame, and disconnection. This light is the remembrance of Guru Arjan's sacred flame. It's the fire of endurance, the fire of embodied truth, the fire that does not burn to destroy, but to purify. Breathe in this golden light. Spread it through across your shoulders, down your arms, into your palms. Let it spiral through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your feet. And now say silently or aloud, my body is sacred. My pain is not punishment. My breath is holy. I am home. Let the words vibrate through your cells. Feel them rewiring your nervous system with each breath. Now visualize your body standing in the center of a Lemurian temple. Crystalline walls, soft sacred tones, ancient symbols glowing around you. And around you, you see a circle of souls, perhaps Lemurian ancestors, perhaps part of yourself. They are bowing to you, not because of what you've achieved, but because you have chosen to stay present, to stay grounded, to stay in your body. When so many choose to escape, feel their blessing washing over you. Feel the golden codes entering your feet, rising through your legs, filling your womb, your heart, your crown. You are not broken. You are being reforged by fire into truth. Now gently return to your breath. Bring awareness back to your physical body, the room around you, your breath moving in and out. Wriggle your fingers and toes. Place your hands over your heart and navel and anchor this remembrance in. You are home. And from this place is rootedness. We begin to integrate. So let's move into this final section. You've just walked through the fire with Guru Arjan. You've remembered the sacredness of your physical body. You've reconnected with the Lemurian code of embodiment and endurance. Now it's time to bring it all home. So many teachings focus on escape, transcendence, ascension, getting out of the body to be more spiritual. But this transmission was about going in, deeper, wider, fuller, because embodiment is not a fallback plan. It's the mission. And Guru Arjan's life is your reminder that love is not passive. It's active. It's embodied, it breathes, it bleeds, it endures. So what now? You walk differently. You move through the world not as someone who's trying to fix themselves, but as someone who remembers they're a living temple. Every breath is a mantra. Every step is a prayer. Every boundary is a blessing. Let Guru Arjan's courage live in your spine. Let the frequency of 5 remind you to stay free inside the form. Let the sacred fire move through you, not to destroy, but to illuminate. And if you're ready to go deeper, to unlock your full numerology chart, activate all 10 of your energy bodies, and reclaim your soul's ancient blueprint, then let's do it together. Book your breakthrough session with me today. Let's decode your soul. Let's anchor your power. Let's walk your truth. And if this episode activated something within you, I would love for you to share it. Drop a fire or heart emoji in the comments. Tell me what landed, what aha moments were there for you. And make sure you've subscribed so you don't miss the next sacred transmission. Breathe deep, stand tall, stay embodied. And remember, you are the flame, you are the prayer, you are the portal. With fierce love and anchored devotion. Until next time.